You
And
need
you,
to know that when I do anything like around the house, cleaning or cooking, I need to have a
yeah,
podcast
yeah.
or some sort of audio in my ears, and it's your turn now. So I'm just, yes.
That's great. And you're finding it easy to navigate?
Yes, yes. I haven't really played around with the website too much just
Yeah,
because I'm doing something. So I just put it on autoplay and it just
yeah,
goes one after the other. But
great.
I, yeah, so but I was actually today, I was looking for something. I was using the search box and oh gosh, it's like this huge amount of content came up. And I'm like, oh my God, I need to sit down and re literally
Well,
have
this
a
will
look.
help. This will
Yes.
help.
Yes.
Hey, Helen, can you hear me?
I can hear you,
Hi.
yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Um, I saw an email that came in that Kate is in the waiting room, but she's not in the waiting room for this Zoom.
Well, I just messaged her and I thought I got myself mixed up because we're doing like you were offering it like a Q and A kind of a one for tomorrow night, eh? For those of us that did the fast about fasting.
Correct. It's about the membership site, actually. It's a Q&A about the membership site.
Okay. And so I'd said to Kate, oh my God, come and, and be involved in this and we'll learn a lot. And then I just messaged her and I says, oh, no, it's not the Q&A I thought it was. It is, you showing us around your tribe, basically.
Yeah.
And she's busy listening to the Fast Like a Girl book. And she says, oh, look, I'll just leave it. You let me know what goes on. So
Okay.
sorry.
No,
Can
don't
you,
worry at all. That's
can you
absolutely
see
fine.
me?
No, I can't see you, but I can hear
Oh,
you. I don't
ah.
think you've got your camera on.
Oh, how do I do
Hi,
that? Let me see.
Alison.
Oh, there we
Hi,
go.
There
how
you
are
are.
you?
Hi, nice to see you. No, and yes, now we can see you, Helen. Nice
Oh,
to
cool.
put a face to your name as well. And
Nice.
likewise, Alison. So we might just have a few more people that come in, in dribs and drabs, but I'll honour the time that you girls are here and we will get started. So whenever I am considering joining something, I always really like to have a little bit of a behind the scenes so that I know what to expect and what's involved. So if I feel like it's right for me. So that's why I always do this when I am, well, inviting people to join my membership because it's just a nice thing to be able to see what is included. So that's I just got so I'm just going to take you into the actually firstly I just want to say how was your weekend? Did we do any fasting over the weekend? No?
A short
I
short one, 15
Short one?
hours,
Yeah,
just the
good.
15
Good.
hours, yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
I generally. Oh,
oh,
sorry.
no, go, you go.
No, this
I was going to say I generally try to do, like about 14 hours just as a regular thing. I
yeah.
just today at 6 o'clock have started with my friend Kate.
Yes.
Decided we want to do another 30, like a 36-hour one.
Yeah.
So just kind of started that.
Yeah.
But that's me. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and
But yeah,
I
I'm really keen to learn
It's
how
a
to do it properly.
yes, yes. And that's awesome, Helen. And as I said to you, I think you're freezing up
Oh,
a bit.
losing you.
Yes. But when you're in your postmenopausal years, it's actually the easiest time to fast, and it's when you are the most receptive, because you can eat low carb and you don't have to really honor your hormones as much as if you are in your perimenopause or if you're still cycling. So, what about you, Alison?
yeah, I pretty much am sort of similar, sort of I tend to do a 12 to 14 hour window of not eating, generally anyway. So it's about, I suppose, now kickstarting that sort of like how to really sort of build on that.
Yeah, yeah. And so you did the 24-hour, didn't you?
Something's happening to my
Yes.
sound. I thought you're fading in. Sorry, how to change this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh
And
man.
was that your first Alison? Sorry, I can't remember. I've spoken to a
I've
few people.
done my first 24. Yeah, I've done sort of. I've read the book, and I sort of
Yeah.
probably about a year ago, and
Yeah.
kind of tried to sort of do the fasting, but it just didn't really work out. So I just thought I'll try the 24, and it was actually easier than I realized that it was going to be.
I know, but doing it as a community makes it
Yeah,
so much easier. And then
yeah,
also when you've got the education, it makes it so much easier rather than kind of like fumbling your way through and am I doing it right? And, and why am I kind of feeling like this? And should I be feeling like this? That's where I find it's
yeah,
really, helpful for, yes.
yeah.
So, I will now start sharing. So the reason I've had my Wicked Healthy Tribe for 8 or 9 years, and it's kind of just morphed with me as I've gone through my life journey. And it started out as a place where I wanted to house all my healthy recipes. And then it's just really taken its form, and the women just love. Some people have been in the membership for those whole 8 or 9 years, and the community. They just absolutely love the community. And I love having a space where I can bring women together, where they can share this journey together and learn, but also support, just cheer each other on. And that's what is. And then quite often in Auckland we have get together, so some of my very closest friends have come through the tribe, that I've met through the tribe, which is really, really cool. And there are other friends that have developed through the tribe as well. So yeah, and so then it wasn't until a couple of years ago that I was going through perimenopause, and didn't want to put on, I started to put on the weight and getting the symptoms, and that's when I discovered the work of Dr. Mindy Powell's, devoured everything that I could. And then I actually thought about approaching her and asking if she'd do one-on-one coaching. Like, she charges 50 grand to do one-on-one coaching. And I'm like, oh, silly me. I didn't even, Anyway, you got to dream big. And then she offered the certification course, which is how I know Tracy in the top left. And we both did the certification course together, and now we're business buddies, and it's really cool. So I just felt it was too selfish of me not to share it with the women in my membership, and then realized that everyone just wanted to know more and more, and that's why I offer these free. Like last month I did a 3-day workshop. This month I did the 24-hour fast, so that you can experience the knowledge, the community, the learning, the actual fasting. And you're like Alison, and like all of you who've gone, actually, it wasn't as hard as I thought. That just brings me so much joy, because you can do hard things. We can do hard things. But often we're like, oh, nah, I couldn't eat for 24 hours. There's no way a couple of years ago that I couldn't eat for 24 hours. Now, 24 hours at a walk in the park. And yeah, yeah. So anyway, rabbiting on, let me share my screen. So when you become a member in the Wicked Healthy Tribe, you will get access to the Wicked Healthy Tribe. So it's broken down into 3 categories. I've got the main hub here, which is this is where all the main information is housed. Then I've got a recipe vault, which is kind of how it first started. I just was releasing recipes, and people, like, they were just all over the show. So then I thought, oh, I'll create a membership. There was other things that I offered, and there is like over 500 recipes in there to support your health and wellbeing goals. And then we've got an exercise vault. If you have previously chosen purchase Kick the Gluten, then you would have access to that. And if you're a Thermomix customer of mine, then you would have access to the ThermoWit Club. Okay, but generally you probably will just have access to these 3 categories. So if we go into this main hub, there's a section here. I've laid it out so that it's really, really simple and easy to follow. So there's an app that you can download, and that just makes it so easy if you're going to the gym, you want to tune into the modules, or if you're going for a walk, because research shows says that if you are listening and walking, putting one foot in front of the other, you actually absorb it more. So often I'm out, like if Steph said, she's cleaning or she's doing something around the house, we're out walking. So there's a welcome from me. This is your starting point. It's a 2-week pre-reset where I talk through. So all of the content is me talking to video. And it was very testing on my perimenopausal brain for me to remember the content that I wanted to share with you. But I did it, and I was very, very, the feedback's been phenomenal. But you start with a 2-week pre-reset in terms of getting your body ready and eliminating 3 food groups. So that's like the first place that you start. Often there are downloads. You can see that there are downloads here that you can download and print off. And then there's a membership walkthrough, which is what I'm doing now. And there's tools to help you thrive. So there's a health questionnaire. When you first join the tribe, I send you an email with a health questionnaire inside it. I want you to fill it in and send it back, because then I know what you're working on or what stage you're at. It's really important for you to track your progress. And so there's a getting started action plan, there's a progress chart, a measurement tracker, a fasting tracker. There's tools. I'm not saying you use all of those, but you use the tools which resonate the most with you. And then there's product discounts. There's the product discounts. Your Fast Start Kit series, that's in there, but that's also in the email. So then if we go, this is the foundations of Fast Like a Girl. Everything that I've learned from being a certified Fast Like a Girl coach, I put it into pre-recorded modules. So you can see that this is, so the need for healing is 13 minutes, but they're broken down into short, succinct videos. And then we go into understanding hormones, which is something that I wish that I'd known when I was at school. Seriously, didn't know any of this. And then, so as you can see, I go deep into the actual different hormones. And then no matter whatever stage you're at, there is a video for your stage. Then we go into the art of metabolically switching. So each module is about 50 minutes, between 50 and 60 minutes, broken down into little videos. And I've also got a tracker so that you can stay on track with where you're at with the videos. So then we go into the art of metabolically switching, so understanding the difference between the glucose and the fat burning system, the 6 different lengths of fasts. So we did 1 this week, the 24-hour fast, but there's 6 different that you can swap in and out of. And then we go into the art of fasting like a girl, and it's, you've got your the perimenopausal, the transition, and the postmenopausal. And then we've got the art of eating like a girl. So pair eating like a girl with fasting like a girl, you have got a very, very powerful tool for you to achieve the results that you're looking for. And then at the end, I've got choose your path. And these are really, really great. That they are, and I've got one downloaded. So this is for the postmenopausal. Can you see this? Yep. So it's just a quick reference guide and a pick and mix. I wanted to bring all the content from the modules together in a quick reference guide so that you could go, okay, well, I need sleep support. What does that look like? Right? Or I want to create a morning routine because my stress is just a little bit too high. And so this is, and there's a quick reference guide for whichever stage you're at. If you're cycling, if you're a perimenopausal or you're postmenopausal, because everyone is different. And Alison, when you went through Fast Like a Girl book, you were like, it makes sense, but I just don't know how to pull it all together.
Yep, absolutely.
This gives you what your protocols are for whatever stage you're at. So this is for a postmenopausal. You can do the 5-1-1, you can do the 4-2-1 or the 3-3-1, right? And then it goes into what food focus should it be? And then what's your exercise? And then your stress reduction tools. So I really recommend that you go through the modules, but then print this off. then okay, this is what I'm doing. This is how I can reduce my stress. Okay? So those are really helpful. So those are the modules, the foundation modules. Oh, and then I need to go back to my categories. And then I've got beyond the foundations. So we've got the foundations. It is beyond the foundations. If I do a video and I'm like learning, we're always learning from Dr. Mindy. And so there might be something that I just want to, that's not in the modules, and because she's always releasing new content to us as well. I might jump on and do a video. So these videos come into here. Every week I send out a weekly wrap-up email. And so those videos not only will be posted in our Facebook group, but they'll be put into that email as well. So really encourage you to just read just have a quick skim through the email that comes out each Sunday morning. Each month I do coaching and hot seats. So if you've got a question, you can come onto the hot seat. So if you can't make it live, then you can send me a question and I'll answer it. And those are just really good touch points on how you can get your questions answered. Last month I did a 3-day workshop, and so there's the replays of that. The replays of our 24-hour fast will come into here. Okay, so those are if you just want more. Yeah. And everything is at your own pace. There is no urgency. There is no comparison to anyone else. There's no feeling behind. It's just, just where you're at. We have monthly healthy habit challenges. So just starting this month, we're doing a bingo challenge. And I've put together a bingo board. And I actually wonder if I can... Oh, no, I haven't got it. Oh, I thought I had it on my desktop. No, I don't. But it's just there's 15... I think there's 21 squares for you to tick off. And it might be extend your fast by an hour. It might be to make something healthy out of the recipe vault. So it's just a little fun thing for us to do as a community. And, even if you join in the next couple of days, you will still be able to play that bingo because there's only 21 squares for you to tick off. And it just gives you a daily action for you to actually take action. And we've got recorded guest expert interviews. I've had like hours and hours of guest experts speaking in the tribe. So that, as you can see, there are pages of information down here. Now, I don't want you to feel like this is overwhelming because there is nothing the foundation knowledge videos is where you start. But I just want you to know that there is other stuff that can really just support your well-being. And then there's product discounts and favorite fasting tools. Now, so any questions around that? No, we have our community is on Facebook. This is it. So this content here, this is in an app called Kajabi. That's the platform that I use that houses my content. That is nothing to do with Facebook. As I said, you can get an app on your phone. If you want the community, if you want the accountability, if you want to meet people, then and join in on group fast. We do group fast every couple of weeks. We do a group fast together, whether that's a 24-hour, it might be a 17-hour, it might be whatever, a 36-hour. That's in Facebook. Okay, so it's a Facebook group. Okay, so, and you don't have to be, I'm not going to take you in there just out of privacy reasons, but you don't have to be in there every day. Some women just, can pop in and out. But if you want that community, then that is in Facebook. Okay, so if I go back to my library, I'm just going to take you into the recipe vault and show you what's in here, because this is an absolute gold mine of love, just divine recipes. I've given you an outline of how I do my wellness approach. Not saying that I am perfect by any stretch of imagination, but just a lot of my members have said that that's really valuable to see what I eat, how I exercise, what I'm doing, if I'm fasting, what am I doing? If I'm not fasting, what am I doing? And I'm not going to go into all of these. I will take you into homemade breads because this is actually one of my favorite sections. And I don't know, I did a trial run of making some high protein, gluten-free bagels in the weekend, and I am like beside myself with excitement. And I just need to fine tune the recipe. But those are the sort of things that will come into here. But there's, you know, when we, especially postmenopausal, you can eat really low carb. And so, but often breads are what we miss the most. And so I've got like low carb bread recipes. If they all have conventional, and some of them, depending on the recipe, have Thermomix instructions, but they all absolutely have conventional. But this is just a divine bread that I created. So the savings that you can make from being a tribe member, like it's $27 a month. It's like so economical, but yet you would save like to buy a loaf of bread like that, gluten-free and low carb, it would be like $14 or $15. You know, so that's the savings. That's literally just from making your own bread. But also fermented foods, you'll learn how important fermented foods are. I've got a section in here, how to make your own kimchi, how to make your own sauerkraut, kombucha. I've just started making my own kefir, so eventually that'll come into here. Coconut yogurt. So the savings here is huge. And I know it is a little bit extra time, but there's nothing more pleasurable than making your own, you know, just cooking from scratch and cooking from home. And now just one other section I will take you into. I mean, there's nibbles and starters, there's salads, there's snacks and baking, all based around the healthy side of cooking. So in dinners, it's broken down into chicken, fish and seafood, pork, beef and lamb, and vegetarian. So say I went into the vegetarian, where it says TM, that means Thermomix. As you can see down here, there are 7 pages of vegetarian recipes. And if we go into this eggplant pizza, for example, you can print off the recipes, but they're all using ingredients that you have in the fridge. They're not elaborate, they're not expensive, because I don't cook expensive recipes because that's just not the way that I cook myself. So it'll introduce you to tempeh, for example. You'll learn how to cook tofu and just stretch yourself out of your comfort zone a little bit. So yeah, that's kind of, as you can see, there is a lot in there. So any questions around the recipe vault? A lot of them are gluten-free. I would say 95% of the recipes are gluten-free, and I would say 85 probably give dairy alternatives as well, maybe 80%, so that you can, you know, just easily swap them out. Then just finally, in the exercise vault, I've had personal trainers provide content for me for in my membership. So if we go into Kate Sainor, for example, if you want to experiment with using weights to do workouts, these are like 20 minutes. And so Kate will just talk you through. She's actually doing the workout with us. So it's a really good way to work out from home, but also experiment with different exercises. And then you can, there's something that you really like, then you can find something locally. And there's Pilates, there's ballet abdominals, there's yoga, there's Zumba, and there's 3 pages. There's warm-ups, there's warm downs. So what else did I have on my list? Face connection, Kajabi 4, I've got the app, and I've talked about saving money. The other thing that I just wanted to show you was, if you want to hear some stories, if you go to my website, wickedwellbeing.com, and come into blog, and I've been sharing them in emails. But these latest 4 blogs are of women who are in my membership and have had like incredible success stories. Like I talked about Sue the other night. She came in January. In July, she revisited her measurement tracker because I had prompted her to, just through an email that I send out to members. And she'd lost 14 kgs and 30 centimeters overall in her body. But it wasn't about the weight loss. The weight loss was amazing, but it was more about the confidence that she had gained back. And absolutely incredible. And Jo's down, she's actually down now 7.5 kgs. She came into the membership. She didn't do anything for the first month. She got too busy. Then she came in on the annual and she got the one-on-one bonus session that I'm offering at the moment. And we created a plan for her. And I actually reached out to her and I said, Jo, you haven't had your one-on-one. Let's book that in. And so we had that session. It was a 40-minute. And we created a bit of a plan for her. She went away and she completely changed the way that she was doing things. And she's down 7.5 kgs in about 6 weeks. I'd say she's probably about 7 weeks now. So I just want you to know that this actually really works. The content and the strategy and the tools work. Tanya came in because she wanted to future-proof. She didn't want weight loss. She just wanted to, she was bored in the kitchen. She wanted to reinvigorate her cooking. She was sick of eating the food that she was cooking for her husband. She lives in the States. She's a Kiwi, but she lives in the States. And she found me on Facebook. She came and joined the membership. And she cooks out of the recipe vault all the time, and she doesn't have scales at home. She went into her surgery doctor, and she just thought she'll jump on the scales, and she'd lost 9 kgs, but that wasn't what it was about for her at all. She was future-proofing for wanting to eat nourishing food so that for longevity. And so weight loss was just a byproduct. It was like a bonus. So yeah, if you want to read some stories, Jill's story is amazing. If you want to read some stories, then this is just on my website, wickedwellbeing.com, which is just open to everyone. What I've been showing you in the membership site, this is my Wicked Healthy Tribe, which is the membership site. Does that make sense? Yeah. So there's 2 ways that you can join. Any questions before I close down the membership? There's 2 ways that you can join. You can join on the monthly option, which is $27 a month, or you can join on the annual, which is $269 annually. And with that annual, there's 7 places left for the bonus one-on-one session. So if you want to come on that one-on-one, you've got 3 months to use it. So you can either have it right now, or you might, like one of the girls who's come in, she's just going to leave it a couple of weeks. She's going to look at the content, get her questions, and then we're going to do it in a couple of weeks. And then it will really fast track your progress. So does that all make sense? My membership doors are open. I have had them open all the time, but I'm actually closing them on Tuesday night at midnight. So then it won't be until next time that I open that you'll be able to join. And Steph, I know that you've already joined. So yay. So any questions?
No, that's good, thank you. It was great just to go through and sort of get that bit of understanding, really, and the resources that you've got there, rather than it just being like, the book and the repeat of what's there. It's really good. Yeah,
I still recommend reading the book. Like, her books are phenomenal, and the more that you can absorb, the better. because whether you're getting it from me, it's totally complimentary for obviously what Dr. Mindy teaches. I call myself a mini Mindy because I'm very obsessed with Dr. Mindy.
You look
And
like
we
her a little
love,
bit.
hey?
You look like her a little bit.
Well, I actually did a post on my Facebook page and I did a photo of her and I replicated me, like trying to look like her because she actually gave us a challenge as coaches. She gave us a challenge to create some content, and if we tagged her in, then she might share it on her platform. And so I was going for that, but I don't know if she saw it actually. I don't know if it got shared.
She's
But
amazing.
yeah, she is. I love that she keeps things really simple. There is the jargon isn't complicated, and she's very authentic and real, and always sharing with us. Like we still have, even though our course is fully finished, I'm part of her membership. So I will be continuing to bring what I learn in hers into my membership.
Is
So
that the reset?
what's
The
that?
reset? Is that the reset one? The reset
That's
academy?
the Reset Academy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's like over $1,000 to be a member. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, the thing is that mine is obviously New Zealand based, whereas a lot of her content is very aligned to America.
The US,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, there are a few differences that you need to work out when you teach
yes,
in New Zealand. Yeah.
yes, yes,
Wick, can I say something?
yes.
I am blown away. So, so as Wick said, her and I did the course at the same time at the beginning of this year, and I've also been part of the Reset Academy. And Wick, your website is so, I don't know, it's just easy to read and easy to do. And literally, Wick is teaching all of us exactly what Dr. Mindy taught us on the course. So, yeah, it's amazing. I'm literally sitting here going, oh my goodness, this is extraordinary. Yeah, definitely getting bang for your buck. And
Yeah.
I mean, as I say, I've known Wick for nearly a year and amazing.
Also, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No,
really
it's
lovely.
beautiful. What a beautiful website.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and a beautiful membership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like obviously all the content, the Fast Like a Girl content is new, but the recipes
Mm.
I've been adding to for years. Nothing brings me more joy than food. Like seriously, I am such a foodie, but when we get into our perimenopause, menopausal stage, we need to do something different.
Yeah.
And we need to just stop the food coming in. But when the food's coming in, we eat. I eat a lot. I'm always like embarrassed about the amount but I eat. But then I'm kind of not, because it's really healthy and it's nourishing and I feel great and I know that I've got this fasting tool that I can flip between. And it's just golden. Yeah. So if let me you've probably got the link on where you can join, but I'll just put it in the chat. And then, I am sending out emails regularly and I'll send out reminders. But if you want, just that support, fast tracking, where I've done the hard work for you and just streamlining it, and it's all there. If you feel like it's the next right step for you, would love to welcome you into the tribe and come and play some bingo. It's fun.
Oh, I found it. Yeah, I'm ready for that.
Bingo? Yes.
Yes, I could, because you posted it before I joined, so I didn't
Yeah, I
really know where to
know.
find. But then I found it,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Did you get the email this morning?
I did, but I haven't read it.
Okay,
I've
that's all right.
yeah, I haven't. I saw it coming through, but I
I
didn't
just want
check
to know
the
that
emails.
it came through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask? Yes. No, I have a question, and I'm not going to ask you here because it's about something that you said in one of your videos. Can
Yeah.
I post my question on the group, on the
Yeah.
Facebook group?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And that's what it is. It's an open platform for you to be able to ask questions, share what you're making, share your fasts. As I said, we every couple of weeks we do a longer fast, and instead of us being in a Facebook group, I put those that are doing the longer fast into a Facebook Messenger group.
Yeah.
And so we get that small community, and generally there's like between 10 to 20 people on it. You know, sometimes there's 6 or 7, other times there's 20. And we're just cheering each other on, and it's really, really powerful. So because there were 120 women who signed registered for the 24-hour fast, that was far too big to put into a Facebook Messenger group. But because the tribe's a bit smaller, then that's what we do, and that's really cool. And then if you're cycling or you're perimenopause, you just do it around your cycle. You know, you just join when you're in that time that you can be doing those longer fasts. Mamta and Samsung, have you got any questions? Otherwise, we will.
No, I don't. I'm just like, again, I'm blown away by how much information is on your website. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Nice to see you.
Yes, thank you. Sorry I joined late,
No,
but
that's
no,
okay.
there's quite a lot of content on your website.
Yes, there is, but it's broken down into small chunks, and I've got resources in terms of helping you absorb the information, staying on track, and to be able to make the progress. That's what my ultimate goal is for you, just to make progress and get results.
No,
I
it's
have to
great. Yeah,
say,
thank you.
and thank you for putting all the Q&A, putting up all the Q&As and all your little videos and showing other things, because it's not only the course, I think, that
Yeah,
we learn from, but all the, as you say, the behind the scenes, and also like little pills
yeah,
of new things. And because like the question I have, I was going to ask you anyway, and it's kind of, you talked about it there, and there are things that probably you don't think about talking in the course because they might not be the main
totally.
subject, but then you talk about them, and there's so much to learn from these. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yes,
Thank you. Yeah, it's
yes. And
been
like
really
I'm
structured.
always listening to her podcast, or if I'm at the gym, and like she does Saturday morning chats, so I'm always listening to those. And I'm like, I have to share this with the girls. So then I'll jump on a video, and it's new content that she's released since our course that we did. So she's always coming up with stuff. So that's what I bring in.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
And
right,
also,
ladies.
and also, Wick, like you share the knowledge, but then you also show how to put it into action. And I think that's the big thing. So, like
Yes.
Alison, with you reading the book, you've read the book and
Yeah.
it's got all this information in it. But like with this walkthrough, it's just amazing how Wick then shares that knowledge and all that stuff, but then she also shows you how to put it into action.
Mm.
Um,
Cool.
so yeah, commendations all over. Love it.
Oh, thanks, Trace. All right, ladies. If there are no other questions, we'll enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you.
And I look forward to welcoming you into the tribe, and if you feel like it's the right next step for you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Okay,
Wick.
Thank
see
you,
ya.
Vic. Have a good
Thanks.
night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.